Squad. It's me, Turtle Man Ted.
And I'm Turtle Dad, and this is the Turtle Man and Turtle Dad podcast, where we plumb the minds of my 6-year-old superhero. And tonight, we're not talking about superheroes. We're talking about a super villain named War Turtle.
And I know how to laugh like bad guys.
Okay, he's going to do a bad guy laugh for us. Everybody listen up. That was a perfect bad guy laugh. Perfect. All right, so we're talking about War Turtle tonight. And so really, War Turtle's already kind of been introduced in a couple stories. We've heard in the first episode, we heard that he had to do with he's Turtle Man's greatest nemesis. And then when we talked about Volcano Man, we learned that Turtle Man originally had a fire suit that War Turtle broke, which is the reason that Turtle Man had to choose a new moniker, and that's why he became Turtle Man instead of Fireman?
Volcano Man.
No, he was another thing.
The suit was called Volcano Man. He was like a...
Yeah, it was like a fire suit. Yeah, he was like fire suit, whatever. Yeah, he had a different name. We'll if you want to remember with us, we'll be listening to episode 2 soon, and so can you. Go back to episode 2 and you can remember what that was. Anyway, and then of course in the last episode, which should be coming out very shortly, we're recording it on the night that we will be that Turtle Dad is making some last minute editing moves on it before it pops out. And in that episode, we learned that Electric Pup was also was thoroughly bullied by
War Turtle
before he became Electric Pup, and it was actually because of War Turtle's meanness that he became Electric Pup. But now we're going to talk a little bit more about who War Turtle is, what his powers are, and where he came from. So, let's start with that first one. Who is War Turtle?
War Turtle is one of my worst bad guys ever.
One of the worst bad guys ever.
He can also destroy you with by one shot if you are just a normal person.
Oh, so normal people have really no chance against War Turtle.
Yeah, but when Turtle Man pops up, he's going down,
Very
dude.
Good. He's going down, dude. But so War Turtle, War Turtle is far too powerful for an ordinary human being. But Turtle Man can take on it. So he's very powerful. What are some of the things that makes him powerful?
His strength.
So he's very strong, and what else makes War Turtle dangerous? What are his other powers and moves?
He's very smart.
He's very smart. Okay. So that's a really dangerous quality to have a bad guy who's really smart. What sort of things does he do that showcases his intelligence?
He can make weapons like a cage thing and a bomb.
Okay, so he can make weapons, cages, bombs. What else? What other weapons?
A shrinker.
A shrink ray? Like a shrinker? Or shrinker? You said shrinker. Yeah. So something that makes something smaller?
Yep.
Okay.
He sometimes does that to Turtle Man and Turtle Man's friends.
Right. He sometimes does that to them. Okay. But so that's the sort of thing that he's got weapons. He creates inventions. He has bombs. Does he have any powers besides his intelligence and his strength?
No.
No, not really. Okay. So he's mostly a gadgets guy.
Yep.
Kind of like an evil villain, evil scientist sort of thing. So he uses his intelligence and his gadgets and his gizmos in order to fight against the Turtle Squad, of whom we have 3 characters now. We have Turtle Man, we have Electric Pup,
Xander.
And we have Volcano Man. And so he uses his gadgets and his powers to fight them. What? How about this? Where did War Turtle come from? What's his backstory?
He first lived on somewhere where no one knowed where he was.
So no one's sure where he comes from. You're saying?
Yep.
So we're not sure where he comes from. He just kind of comes out of nowhere.
Yep.
Well, what is it that makes him an evil dude?
First, starting out, he was a little kid like everybody.
Right.
And one time, someone, like a bully,
Okay.
one day beat him up. Then he I'll take my revenge on any other people who mess on me like that guy.
Oh, so
you shall pay.
Wow. So it was because he was bullied, but he didn't decide to use that as an opportunity to do good. He said, no, I'm going to be even stronger than you. And so he went to his lab or started studying and learning how to make gadgets and stuff. And he decided he was going to dedicate his life to hurting people because he was hurt.
No, he did school work of science school. Go to science school. And then that's where when they said about how to make robots and machines, he did machines.
So he learned how to make machines. He studied how to make machines.
Then that's how he knowed how to make things out of nothing.
So he learned how to make things out of nothing. Okay, so he could make it from scratch is what you're saying,
yep.
Right? Okay, so he would make these robots. I'm assuming he isn't creating things ex nihilo.
What?
Exactly. He learns how to make things from scratch, makes these robots. Does he also make himself a suit? Is that how he got so strong?
He only wears a science suit.
So he wears something like, does he? Okay, so you said he's really strong. I'm assuming his strength comes from like some kind of a suit or of like a mechanized suit that he wears.
No, it's not mech. It's just like a lab coat.
Well, then how did he get really strong?
He's just strong.
He's just strong. So like, not only did he spend his whole life studying science, but he also started working out his body and getting really, really strong. But how did he get so strong that he could compete with Turtle Man, who has literal superpowers? Like, he's powered by gems and his turtle suit. Like, how did War Turtle get to be so strong that he could do that?
I don't even know.
Okay, so you don't know?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, he doesn't know how he came to be strong. So, this is what that means, Turtle Squad. Your job right now is to go in the comments on YouTube or go over to Facebook.com and find the Turtle Man Ted webpage. We're going to put it in all the links of the videos. And you are going to comment and give us some ideas for how for how War Turtle became so strong. So you're going to go to Facebook.com/It's Turtle Man Ted, ITSTURTLEMANTED. So look up that at It's Turtle Man Ted, and you're going to comment. We're going to make a page or a thread, and you're going to comment on there and give us some ideas about how War Turtle got to be so strong. And I've got some ideas too, but I'm gonna maybe have to make a secret identity so that I can sneak in my ideas. But I'm not going to say any of them because I want to hear what you guys have to say. All right, so go comment on the video or post it on facebook.com/It's Turtle Man Ted. All right, so we don't know how. So War Turtle got really strong, and we don't know how he got strong yet, but we know that he got smart through his study of science at school. He learned how to make robots and bombs and all kinds of gadgets. And we also know that he was in Turtle World before either Turtle Man or Electric Pup or Volcano Man ever came into the world, because he was there to beat up Turtle Man when he first came in. So how did War Turtle find his way to the Turtle World? Was he born there, or does he come from the outside?
The Turtle World was first a villain world, and then a bully world. Then it became a villain world. Then it became the Turtle World when Turtle Man and the other superheroes came in.
Interesting. So this Turtle World that we're talking about was originally a place of bullies, of people who were mean to each other. And it was only when Turtle Man and his friends came in to fix it and to save things that it became Turtle World. So that's interesting, and we'll probably get more into that later. But so War Turtle, he grew up in Bully World?
Yep.
He grew up in Bully World. That's why he got bullied and turned into an evil villain. And he must have been a better villain than everyone else. That must be why he grew to such prominence. It's because he got bullied, and then he became a better villain than everyone else. And then it became Villain World. So what made it Villain World? Was it because War Turtle took it over?
Yep.
Okay. So War Turtle takes over this world. And then Turtle Man comes in. And he comes in and he's got this red gem. He comes down the slide. And he's got a suit that he turns into Fireman. So it turns into this Fireman. And then he first encounters War Turtle. What does War Turtle think when he sees Turtle Man the first time?
He looks like a volcano, kind of.
Yeah.
And also, he looks kind of like a superhero. I'll beat you, whoever you are.
Okay, so he sees a threat in Turtle Man, even when he comes in the first place as his sort of fire suit, and he beats him down, huh?
And also he saw a gem, and he knowed those are the strongest things ever.
Oh, so did he want to take this gem away?
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so he saw the gem, and he wanted the gem. He was going to take the gem away, and so he fights. And how does Turtle Man escape with the gem?
Before he first got put in jail.
Who got put in jail?
Turtle Man.
Turtle Man got put in jail.
But it's good that he was still smart then, or he would know how to, and also he had friends.
Okay.
Because he had friends that came in that tell us sneak and grab the key.
Okay, so Turtle Man, with the help of some friends, escapes, and he's got some, and he gives him the key, and he escapes. So Turtle Man gets beaten down, but War Turtle couldn't take the gem from him?
Well, he took the gem, but he put it in a secret room. But then all his friends got into the room, but War Turtle was in it, so everybody toppled on it.
Okay, so they had to get the gem back from War Turtle. Though I remember from the first episode, or from the second episode, that the gem actually breaks in half. Or is it from the third episode? The gem actually breaks in half. So is it in the fight that the gem breaks in half? Or is it when War Turtle's taking it away that it breaks in half?
The fight.
Okay, so War Turtle's there with 2 gems, and he hasn't figured out how to use them yet, so he's hiding it, and he's going to use his science to try and use it. So then Turtle Man and his friends sneak in, steal the gems, and then Turtle Man has to escape back to the real world, right?
Yeah, it was very hard. They had to make a ladder, and they needed more friends to help. Then they got all up. Oh, it's a very tall. When you fall, it's a long ways down.
Okay, so they had to sneak out of this world back into the real world. And that's where Turtle Man goes to work and saying, all right, so this didn't work. Well, I need a better gem. And that's when the black gem comes to him and Turtle Man comes back.
Yeah.
And then does Turtle Man show War Turtle what's up at that point?
That's the point when Turtle Man came into the Turtle world. That's like, hey, are you afraid of another one? He was like, yes, should they steal it from me? And also, should they use friends again? And then he was so frightened. Then when he had black gem, suddenly it disappeared.
Okay.
He was like, where is it? Then so it goes right, and it looked like it goes right into him. He was very surprised.
Oh, wow.
And then it turned into the Turtle Man suit.
Wow. So that's how it became the first time, the Turtle Man suit. Wow. And so the gem comes to him. It transforms on the spot, while he's facing down War Turtle. And then he beats War Turtle, and then War Turtle has to run away.
But when he saw War Turtle saw him again his suit turn into Turtle Man, he was like so scared that he ran away.
Oh yeah.
The secret lair.
Yeah.
But you know how he ran away? He just teleported.
Oh, he uses teleportation. Okay.
And then Turtle Man goes, wait, where is he? He was very surprised.
I'm sure. Yeah, and then there's more stories that come up later, like in the Electric Pup story, which you can find in episode 3. And I'm sure there's going to be many, many more stories. In fact, we're gonna hop off this recording and go record a live stream where we tell some more stories. But for now, we're going to bring this episode to an end. And so yeah.
There's one more thing.
One more thing before we do.
There's more in store.
All right, so that's the end of this episode of Turtle Man and Turtle Dad. Thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye!
What's up? It's Turtle Dad here, bringing things to a close. I just want to remind you that in this episode, we asked you to help us to figure out how it is that War Turtle got his super strength. What is your theory? Share it with us on our Facebook page, facebook.com/ITS Turtleman, TurtleManTed. It's Turtleman Ted. That's our page. Go like it, go follow it, go click whatever it is to make it pop up in your news feed and everything like that, and join the conversation, comment, and also keep a lookout, because as we mentioned in this episode, right after we got done recording, we took to Facebook Live and recorded what we're calling story time podcasts. So these are, instead of looking at details or characters in the world of Turtle Man, we're telling actual stories where I give Turtle Man a scenario and he just tells us a story. And if you join us for one of those live feeds, you can maybe feed us some story suggestions. So keep an eye out for those by liking, following, and making sure you're getting notified when we go live. So for Turtle Man Ted, this is Turtle Dad. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe.